Hey guys, so as I'm starting to get products in that I purchased from Black Friday, I wanted to give you an update on something. The product I'm going to give a review on today is the Enailcouture 123 Soft Gel Nail Extensions. I posted a video on how to apply these maybe like a week or two ago. But after wearing them for a bit, I wanted to share my opinion just in case it may help you out and just so you have an idea how it compares to the Apres system. So, with the 123 soft gel nail extensions, you basically, you can use either base coat from Enailcouture or this souffle gel or happy gel to adhere the nail. And you cure it with a light. This is the light that you get from the company. Well, you have to purchase it, but this is what you would use. The process is really simple. The prep is all the same, just like if you've used the Apres system or seen how that goes. But I'm gonna give you my experience with it because I've used the Eternal Beige tips so far. I've used the clear ones on someone else, but I imagine they're the same formula. Now, what I'm going to show you is I did my nails about a week ago, I think on Thanksgiving, and I posted this set. It was really pretty at first, but now it's getting old and weird looking. This had the same thing. You're going to see this awkward nail, and I'll tell you why in a second, but this was my Thanksgiving nail set minus that finger. But I'm going to show you what the 123 soft gel nail extensions do. You see this finger? Now watch this. Do you see that? Hopefully it's showing. But it's very bendable. All the fingers were. And I didn't really notice until I was taking a shower. And when I was using the towel to like scrub and clean myself, my finger poked me, and usually if my finger poked me, it'll like scratch or stab me, especially if I have stilettos on, or if I have something like a coffin, it might hurt if I hit my body too hard because it's like pushing back on it. But when I was in the shower, it's like it went like this, and I'm like, what the heck? And it also just felt super soft, like it was gonna melt off in the shower. And it's been that way. So I haven't been in the water yet. I mean, earlier today, this morning I was, but it's still just not good. Now on this hand, I used gummy jelly for some of the crystals, and if you notice, some of them came off. Sometimes I have like a love-hate relationship with gummy jelly. It works sometimes it doesn't. But when I was covering the nail with gummy jelly and putting the stones on, I noticed the nail is a lot harder. So I'm squeezing this one, it's not bending, and that's because it's covered with gummy jelly. So this one had a little bit of gummy jelly on it, I think. It's bending a little bit, not as much as this one would. But I don't know if you could like maybe use the gummy jelly. Oh, there's a little glitter in it and stuff, crystal. But I don't know if you could use that maybe as a builder gel to strengthen it. I know in one of the videos on Enailcouture, he did mention that you could use his base coat to kind of like as a builder gel. So when I did do these, I did do like 2 or 3 coats of base coat on top of the nail extension to try to give it more strength and build up a little bit, but it's still extremely bendy. I was happy with the application process and the ease of it, but it's kind of embarrassing seeing that. So, I don't know if I would say it's a good dupe, or at least the tips are a good dupe for the Apres nail system. Now this nail right here, I just got the Apres nail system in this week, and I tried it on one of my clients. She was the first person I tried it on. But later on, I came down here last night and put a nail on myself just to see how it felt. Usually I test my products before I put them on a client, but I was really just anxious to try it on her first, but I hadn't tried it yet. So I came down here last night, removed the nail, and then put this on. So this is the Apres Sculpted Coffin Long tip. And don't mind it. It's a little sloppy because it was my left hand doing my right. And I'm right-handed, so it's hard to try to design this. But I am bending this nail, and it's not bending. I kid you not, it's the same pressure, but I can't bend this. My finger's bending, but it's not. It's very, like, durable or whatever. It's lightweight, but it's durable. So I was really excited about that. So right away, I already knew I probably won't be using these tips, or I'm going to figure out a way to use maybe like a builder gel over it to see if it'll help. I know I just got a delivery in from Daily Charm, so I was going to see if something like this Strengthen Gel or their Gossip Gel or my Wildflowers Build in a Bottle just came as well. So I might try something like that, or actually, you know, like actual builder gel. I have Gelish and OPI brands here, so I might have to, like, you know, I could still use these, but I'm gonna need something that goes on it and makes it a little bit more strong, because this is not gonna work if you're offering it as a professional service. I don't think your clients are gonna be happy. Now, if you're doing a short nail, it'll work, because I did a short set on my sister and I haven't seen her come back and complain about it or anything. But just for the future, I'm not going to use this on my clients, which I feel bummed about, but whatever. I do love the Enailcouture brand. But I'm going to show you, this is the Eternal Beige in Almond. The different or interesting thing about these tips from Enailcouture, the 1, 2, 3 soft gel nail extensions, they come in 11... Is it 11 sizes? Or they go to a size 11. So you get a 0, which is their biggest size. And then you get an 11. This is the 10. I don't know where oh, this is the 11. So I thought that was interesting. It's really tiny. I don't know whose finger would fit that. Seems like a little kid. Maybe a nail biter. Someone with really, really small fingers. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I've seen a size 10 before, I think, one time. But 11 I've never seen, so that was new to me. But I probably will never use that size. These are the clear ones. It's in the almond shape as well. So I just got that bag in a couple days ago. But yeah, I was disappointed. Now, I will tell you this, though. If you're still looking to get the system, I think it's cool for temporary or home use, the 1, 2, 3 soft gels from Enailcouture. However, I tested it out with 2 other nail tips. I got these off Amazon, I think for like $6 or $7. These are stiletto tips. They did not do good. Like, it applied nicely, but these tips bend as well. I actually got feedback from 2 people I tested it on. Well, actually 3, if you include my daughter. That the tip is very weak. It feels, well, it kind of feels strong right here. This part does. But it actually ended up kind of bending like this stuff. So, I would not recommend these tips for that service. However, I had a Charlie Brown set that I posted on my Instagram. It was in November. I used these BTA or BT Art Box false nails that I got off Amazon. They were about $6 or $7 as well. But these held up really good. But it's the tip. The tip is very, like, well, back here it's like soft. But right here, it's hard. It almost feels like, it kind of feels like an Apres nail. I don't know. But you could use these in like the coffin shape. And it'll be perfect. Because I wore them for about 2 weeks. And they still were strong. They never bent like how this bent. And they were still good to go. I could have wore them for several weeks. So the gel itself, or like the, whatever you use, I used the base coat to apply or adhere these to the nail. I've also used the souffle gel. And it'll work fine. I didn't have any issues with like lifting or anything popping off. It's just the nail tips that I think could use some work. But if you use them with these, a coffin shape, it'll be perfect. One thing I do want to mention though, if you use it with this souffle gel, it is extremely hard to soak off, something I noticed. It takes a lot longer, and it's supposed to be like a quick service to do, and then the soak offs, I think he said they're supposed to be 15-20 minutes. It took a long time, and I had my acetone heated up, 100% pure acetone, and it was still a lot of waiting and scraping and filing just to get it off. We had to file the rest off. But with the Apres nail system, when I had time to play around with it, when I was doing my client, we ended up having to redo a nail. So I cut it down and soaked it off, and it actually did take like maybe 10-15 minutes, no more than 20, to soak off the Apres nail tip. And this is, I showed you guys this before, this box, but this was the Apres coffin, sculpted coffin. But yeah, these are good tips. They're very strong. Like, I'm very happy with this. Which I was surprised. I was really rooting for the Enailcouture brand, but like I said, the gel is good to adhere and bond the nail, but you want to use a different tip. Do not, I don't want to say do not buy their tips, but it's just my opinion, and you can see, like I said, what happens. That's just like crazy. It looks crazy to me. So just showing you, dropping a little bit of knowledge. I do love the company though, because they're always working on something new and they are improving stuff. So I'm not sure if he's already gotten this feedback and he's probably already working on something else to like fix it. Who knows? So I wouldn't lose faith in them yet. You still could use these, maybe put a builder gel or something over it. And the good thing about his system is you can refill it with acrylic gel, happy gel, any of their products, souffle gel. So you can, maybe as an at-home project, play with it. Or if you are going to use it on your clients, I'd highly recommend maybe trying a builder gel or something with it. Because yeah, you saw what happened. So I just had to put that review out there. It's unfortunate, but wanted to share my knowledge, my honest opinions on stuff, just in case it helps you guys out. Let me know if you have any questions, drop some comments, or if you have the same experiences too. Let me know, and until next time.